Hi guys, thanks for stopping by my channel. Today's video we're going to be taking a look at my book haul for the month of February. It's almost the end of February as I'm filming this, and I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers. So I have been thinking about, when I hit 2,000, doing a giveaway. I like to do a little giveaways when I hit milestone numbers, which brings us to the first book I'm going to show you guys. This is called Wildflower Folk by Christine Karen. I was thinking this might be a good one to do as a 2,000 subscriber giveaway. It is very new. It's out in Australia. You can order it from Book Depository. That's where I ordered this one from. And I just got it a few days ago. It's by the same publisher as the Jasmine Beckett Griffith books. So if you're familiar with those, this is the same kind of paper. I have one of her books that I kind of got secondhand, maybe from eBay or Mercari or something, and I haven't colored in it yet, but so I don't know what's the best pencils to use in this so far. So if you guys have any suggestions for me, I'd love to know what you guys think is the best pencils to color on this kind of paper. So yeah, so I'm thinking about doing a giveaway on this book. It's coming out in April for us in the US. You can pre-order it on Book Depository and as well as US Amazon. And I think for the UK, I think it might be like a month after that or a month before that. I forget. But yeah, so I'm thinking I'm going to do this book for our 2,000 subscriber giveaway. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think that's a good idea? Do you think this is a good one to do? And I'm thinking I'm thinking also I might try and open it up to other countries as well. And I thought if I did do a random comment picker and it did end up happening to be someone out of the USA, I could probably swing it if it's only one book I'm doing. So we'll see. I'm still thinking about all the details. I'd love to hear any suggestions you guys have. Like I said before, if you have any good ideas that you think would be a good giveaway or event or whatever you guys think would be something fun for us to do. I'm right as I'm doing this video, I'm maybe like 12 or 13 subscribers away from 2,000. So very exciting. I'm really appreciating all of you guys that leave me nice comments all the time and watch my videos. This is a new one. There's I think four exclusive images in this book. I think that's what they say. This is Melody. And I really like the new images. They look a little bit different. You can kind of really tell that they're new ones. I don't know how to explain it, but they have a different style to them. This is a new one too. Seem a little bit more mature looking faces, if that makes sense. I don't know. Like most of the faces are a little bit more baby-like or angelic looking. These seem, well, this one, now we get to this one. It's like a older, old wise fairy, but for the most part, they seem very like young looking faces. This one maybe is a new one too, I think. Let's see if we can find all the new ones. I know there's some people have done flip throughs and they've gone over which ones are the new ones and which ones are the old ones. Is that one new? Yeah, I think this one is new too. I think I saw Christine doing coloring this one or drawing it or something on Facebook. That one's new. So the new ones are really pretty. Then there's exclusive to this book. This is a new one too. I have my little bookmark here. I'm planning on doing this one. Hopefully soon. Maybe I'll try and do it with you guys in a video. We'll see. This is a newer one too. So I don't know what it is, but they do seem to have like a little bit of a different style to them than her other images. In my opinion, I don't know. I could be crazy. But yeah, so this is a new one too, I think. Yeah, Wildflower Ring. Yeah, so I'm really excited to get this book because I only have one of her books. Maybe, yeah, I think I'm one or two of her books. So I'm kind of glad now that I never got all of her other books or PDFs and stuff. So now I have a lot of them in this book. And it's on the nice paper. All right, so next up is this coloring book. It's by Nadia Zebrakovska. And it's called Natura, Deorum, Hellas. It translates to something along the lines of on the nature of gods, and Hellas is another word for Greece. So it's a book about the Greek gods, the mythology of the Greek gods. And it's a really beautiful book. And it is on the Amazon paper, but I think it's on the nicer Amazon paper, like the ones Christine Karen and Daria Chaker-Soy usually use in their books. That's what it feels like to me, and that's what it looks like too. It's really smooth and nice and smooth. So I think that's why it's a little bit more expensive than your average Amazon printed book. But I think it's like around $15. But to me, it's really worth it because I think the artwork is really beautiful. And I really like Grayscale a lot. She has another book that came out before this one. That's more, I think it's line art. You can get them both in her Etsy shop in the artist edition versions. She has them in spiral bound books with the nicer cardstock paper, if you prefer that. So, but then you gotta have to pay for shipping because she ships outside of the US. So I went for the Amazon version instead. I really did want to get the spiral bound versions of them, but I'm trying to be a little bit more economical these days. So, but really beautiful book. I do have a flip through on this, even though I'm pretty much flipping through the whole book right now as I'm talking. But if you're into Greek mythology, and it's a nice book to have and take a look at. Or even if you're not, it has the table of contents in the beginning. You could always look these names up, Google them or something, look them up and find out a little bit more about them if you're interested. So, very pretty book. Glad I got that one. And let's see, next up is this one. This is Kawaii Tarot coloring book. I do have a flip through on this one as well. This one is, I think it's by, like the pictures I think are by Lulu Mayo, but I think the words are by someone else. I'm not sure who wrote the text in here, but it's a pretty lengthy book. If you're into tarot, I definitely recommend it because it's really cute. It's really informative too because it has the description of each card next to it. This says the Emperor. It says consider stability, power, and authority. You can bring order to chaos, sometimes doing much by staying still. Inhabit your confidence fully and do not apologize for who you are. But even though a ruler has a throne, a ruler still serves. So really nice. I was thinking about doing a flip through and reading each one of these, but this is such a long book. I figured most of you would probably be checked out after I've read like 2 pages, so I decided not to do it. But if enough of you guys would like me to read it, I will. Yeah, so if you're into tarot, into Lulu Mayo, I'm a big fan of Lulu Mayo. I think I have all of her books up till this one, and I know she has a Halloween kind of themed one I have on pre-order that looks really cute too. This is not the same, I don't think it's the same, well maybe it is the same paper that her books are usually printed on, but it's a different size. It's a little bit bigger than her normal books. It's like a square format instead of the more rectangular format. I should grab one of her books to give you an idea of what it looks like. Let's take a cut and I'll go look for a Lulu Mayo book. Hold on. Okay, so now we have another book of Lulu Mayo's to compare it to. You can see this book is wider and a little bit longer than one of her regular books. And I did find out, I looked in the back of the book, it says text by Chris Barsanti. So, all right, let's see what's next. Let's look at this book next. This is a Korean coloring book. I purchased this from Book Depository. It translates to something along the lines of guardian, fairy of the garden, I think. Something similar to that whenever I see it on Etsy, or I think DecoMade has it too. I got this from Book Depository for $20. I was looking around for it and I was happy to find it on Book Depository, so it's a lot less expensive. This is a really pretty book too. I know I keep saying every book is really pretty, but this is I think I really like this book a lot. It has color photos in the front, like you usually see in a lot of the Korean coloring books, but the print, the color print on it is really nice and vibrant and pretty. It tells you all the flowers. I did translate, I did use my Google Translate on some of it. So it tells you, it says in English, Morning Glory, the flower. And then it says fairy fashion, and it kind of describes what the fairy's wearing. It kind of correlates to the flower she accompanies on the page. So I would like to translate this one and read it to you too, but whenever I do that, I know a lot of people don't usually like to watch it. So, yeah, but it's really pretty book. Let me know if you want me to do a flip through on this too. I didn't do a flip through on this one because it's so long, but I really wanted to color a page in here soon. It has the color page on the one side and the coloring page on the other. I kind of don't like it's pretty, but I would prefer if it didn't have the color page next to it, because it kind of find it a little bit daunting to have such a beautiful page next to me, and then I got to try and either copy it or I want to try and make it look the same, and then I get frustrated because I can't do it. So I'd rather cover this up and then just color it by myself. I find that it's a little bit more helpful if I cover up this page and I don't look at it while I'm coloring. And it has different chapters too. So another really pretty book I'm glad to have. And let's see what's next. Oh, I picked this one up on Amazon for like 10, it was like 10 and some change. I actually have this, I have 2 copies of this book already in my collection. I have 2 of the Swedish version of this book, and I just bought it just to have extra copies because I do like to color a lot of these pages over again. I'm a big fan of Hannah Carlson in general, so I always like to have extra images of hers to do. She's got a new book coming out in the fall under her new series that she does now. Something about Atlantis. It looks really interesting, like underwater themed. So I'm excited about that. And then she also has another children's coloring book, just like the one Party. She has one called Space coming out in April, I think. So I'll probably get that and do a flip through with you guys too. Okay, so next up is this one called Color Me Perfect. I do have a flip through on this one, and it's by Sarah Eshak. And she's, according to the back of this, has a nice little write-up on her. She's a fashion illustrator, And I paid only $5.16 for this book. I had this in my cart for quite some time. I'll throw some books in my save for later cart, and I keep track of the prices. You know, when I click onto Amazon, it tells me, oh, prices changed in your cart. So this one dropped down to $5.16. So I picked it up. I think the regular price is like $15 or $15.99, which I do think is kind of expensive. It's not Amazon. It's not actually the Amazon paper. It's a little bit nicer, but it is double-sided, which I'm not a fan of. But I don't think I would probably not color every single one of these images though anyway. But if you're into fashion and coloring people, I like that it's modern fashion, you know, within the 2000s decades. So check it out. Put it in your save for later cart. Hopefully it'll go down in price again and grab it. Okay, so next we're going to take a look at this one by R.J. Hampson. This is a frog's tale. I'm sure you guys probably have seen this one already a lot on YouTube. I see it pop up already a lot in a lot of thumbnails when I'm browsing through YouTube. And I picked this one up. This is my first R.J. Hampson coloring book that I've ever purchased. I thought it was really charming and cute. I like the frogs looking kind of like people. And it kind of reminded me of, what's that book called? The Wind in the Willow. There's frogs in that, right? I think that's what it's reminding me of. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it kind of gave me like those kind of vibes. Really cute. So I usually not a big fan of coloring animals, but these are frogs, so there's no fur, and they're kind of almost like people, so I just have to color them with greens instead of like beiges and browns like I would a person. So, and there's doubles in here, and it's kind of like a storybook format. So it says morning tea, a purpose in liquidity, a friend in need. So really cute. Hopefully I'll get some mojo to color all of this sceneries one day, or something like this. It's not that many. It's not too detailed. I might be able to handle it. We'll see. And this, I bought this at the same time, the same day I bought that Mr. Fogarty, A Frog's Tale coloring book. I had this in my save for later. You know, this is the story of every coloring book. I had this in my save for later. I might as well pick this one up too. It's Reptiloids 2, a coloring book. And this is just like a pocket-sized coloring book. I didn't realize it was this small when I purchased it, but I knew it was going to be small, but I didn't really read the description so good. It is a cute book. It's by Vasily Sieko, I think is his name. I like, there's a part 1. I didn't get the part 1. I like this one. I thought this one, I liked it better than the first one, I think. So this is a good one to throw in your purse and carry around with you if you're on the move or just want to color something quick. It's a good one. All right. And then finally, let's see. I have one more thing to show you, and that's Coloring Heaven's Little Cutie Special. It's all Derriere Chickersoy's images. It says 40 adorably sweet designs by Derriere Chickersoy. And the first few pages are exclusives and new and exclusives. They don't have names. Usually she has names for them, I think. It seems like that when I purchase them on Etsy, but maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. And these are cute. I do prefer grayscale, her grayscale images. When I buy the books, I get the grayscale versions, and when I buy her PDFs, I get the grayscale versions too. So I have most of her books. I really like this one. I'd like to color this one soon. And yeah, I have most of her books. I think maybe I don't have the last two, three maybe. So some of these images I don't have, so that's good. I did color this one, the grayscale version of this one. I like that one a lot. I have quite a few that I haven't colored yet that I have in my binders. I have binders full of PDFs. I have the grayscale version of this one uncolored still too. So I haven't been really too happy with the last few Coloring Heavens that I've been getting. I was starting to lose hope in Coloring Heaven magazine a little bit, and this brought me back. This brought me back into keeping my subscription. All right, you guys, so that was all the coloring books I got for the month of February. I always forget what month I'm talking about when I do these videos. I'm like, what month is it? But that was for February, and we're gonna start March in a few days. So we'll see what coloring books come our way in March. And I hope you guys all have a really great day. Happy coloring, and I'll see you guys next time.